What is up? Okay, focus. Focus on me. Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stephanie, back at it again with another video. This time you can tell by the title of the video that I will be telling a story time about when I almost died. I've had quite a bit of experiences, so if you guys want to hear more about those, just let me know in the comments below or give this video a thumbs up if you would like to hear more near-death experiences, because Lord knows I've had quite a few. This is one of the most memorable and most dramatic ones of them all. Okay, so around this time when this whole incident happened, I was about 6 years old. This was the time that I lived in Santa Barbara because that's where I was born. It was during that time, and my mom wasn't home around this time. She was actually at work, so we're at the babysitter's house, and at her house, her and her boys, we'd always like play video games and we'd always go play outside and just like have a good old time. And like they had like a really big parking lot. I was with the babysitter by myself. I think her two sons and my brother were at school, but I think I was like sick or something like that, so I stayed home. And I remember I was like so bored, right? And I was like, oh, can I go outside for like a little bit, like to hang out or whatever? And the babysitter was like, yeah, but just be like right outside, like right where I can see you from the window. And I'm like, okay. And where she lived, it was these 2-story apartments, and she lived in the top apartment. The apartments were like this, okay? So an apartment like this, then there was like a long staircase going this way, and then the doors, and then it was like that's how it was. It was like 4 apartments. It was like a small apartment complex, but it was like 4 apartments, and they were facing this this street. I just remember that like I was playing outside and I had gone downstairs, and I used to love playing at this like this stop sign, right? I used to love like going around in circles with it, and like I don't know, I just thought it was like so much fun, like just going around in circles. And I don't know what my fascination with this stop sign pole was, but I would like to go like around in circles and like play and like climb it and like touch the stop sign all the way to the top. I used to like love doing that, and like I was really bored, right? So that's what I want to go do. And I kid you not, you guys, like I remember just this really strong voice in my head, okay? And I truly believe that it was God, because I'm stubborn, okay? I'm a cabezona, and sometimes I don't listen, and sometimes my instincts like tell me certain things, and like I just don't listen. Like I literally heard, like as clear as day, get away from the stop sign and go back upstairs. And I remember thinking, the heck, like no, I'm not gonna go, you know? So I kept playing, right? And like literally like again, like loud as day, like you need to go upstairs. You need to, like something's about to happen. And I'm like, what the heck? Like alright then, you know? So like little old me, you know, I'm just kind of like I'm bummed, you know, because I felt like I had to obey this voice. You know, I really do not believe it was a voice in my head or like an instinct, because there was nothing around me to be like, oh my gosh, I need to move out of the way. Like nothing whatsoever. It was just like a voice clear as day saying like you need to get out, you need to go upstairs. So I remember I was just like so I like walked up very like slowly up the stairs, right? I'm like, I'm so bummed, and I'm like, right, and I'm just sitting at the stairs like this, and not even a minute later, you guys, not even a minute later, there's a woman who loses control of the steering wheel in her car and completely like crashes into the stop sign and like crashes into the window of the first like apartment, not on the side where my babysitter was, but on the other side of the staircase where I was at. And the car just goes and you just hear all the window like the window just breaking in the bottom apartment and stuff like that. And the whole stop sign where I was playing, like a minute before this all happened. A minute before this all happened. I didn't even see her coming, okay, you guys? Alright, just putting it out there. It just like, she just runs over that stop sign and like goes straight into like, the neighbor's window. And I remember just being like, you know, I was like, and I just didn't know what to do. So I went upstairs and I went to go tell my babysitter what happened and everything. And so she called the police. And like the neighbors, I mean, thank goodness, like they weren't even home either. I think they were out at work or whatever. But their whole window was shattered, like straight, the car went straight into their living room. Police came, the fire truck, like the firemen came and everything, and then they like interviewed me and told me like, hey, do you know what happened? I was like, yeah, I was playing at the stop sign, and like, and you know, and like I just decided to not play there anymore, and I just like went upstairs, and then all of a sudden it happened. And then they were like, wow, you're very fortunate, you know, that you weren't playing on that stop sign. And I'm like, yeah, I know, like crazy, right? And like I don't know what happened, but I just like started crying, and like, because I thought that the lady was hurt, but she came up and hugged me and she told me that everything was okay and that her brakes went out and that that's why it happened. And she hugged me and she told me she was okay. So it was crazy, you guys. Like it was by the grace of God that I'm still alive. Like, thank you, Jesus, because I would have been mush, I would have been dead, I would have like had a broken leg or whatever. I don't know what would have happened, but I know that day for sure it was something supernatural, and it was God. Like, because who knows, if I wouldn't have listened, if I would have been disobedient, who knows if I'd still be here, you know what I mean? So I know it's so hard to believe, you guys, but literally that happened to me. If you want to hear any more supernatural stories, actually I actually have a story where I was like healed. I was actually healed by God. If you guys want to hear that, I mean, I know that many people will maybe not believe me, and I know that it's like crazy to believe that, especially if you're like atheist or whatever, which I don't mind if you are. You're more than welcome in my channel. But if you guys would like to hear other supernatural stories or like near-death experiences, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, you guys, that was it. I know it was like a short video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And you guys, if I leave you with anything, listen to that small still voice. You never know, that voice could just save your life. Alright, you guys have a blessed day and keep shining. Bye!